Come here. Yeah.
I've been hearing stuff in the back room all day.
That's strange. I just got here.
I know, but I've been hearing it. It's Papa Bryan. You go check.
No, here to beat me up.
So we can beat you up more.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
You do it.
Fine. All right. What are you doing?
Using you as a shield.
What? Just stay behind me, okay?
Will do.
I'm back, baby. And do I got a... Oh,
Oh, that's actually Bryan. Welcome back.
Recording at 12920 Philadelphia Street, Whittier, California at Undercity Comics. Keeping Up with the Nerds presents issue 135. My name is Bryan.
And Nick.
Rene.
And welcome to the show. Woo!
Hey, look.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, man.
Shut up. You guys missed me. Welcome back, guys, to Keep Up with the Nerds. I am back after a month-long break.
Yes.
A lot has changed.
What has changed?
I'm
Hold
a
on,
married... What?
So say what you're going to say.
I'm a married man.
Woo! Woo!
Oh!
That's cool.
Yeah, baby. I got one for her, too.
Andy's off screen. So,
Don't shake it, you idiot.
I was going to say,
I
did you
wanted
really
to shake
No, I
it.
didn't shake it.
Okay.
I saw you going,
Dumb. I was dumb.
Go ahead and show
Aw.
off what that. Damn!
Taken.
Yeah. Take it.
Done. Locked down for life. It's over.
That's
Over?
sorry, Andy.
I know, gosh.
God. It's over. My life is over now.
I'm scared. I don't want to blow this up.
It's a twist.
It's a twist off. It's like
I
a
know,
sword.
but I don't.
It's not my fault you shook it.
Thank you, guys. Was not expecting that. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Papa.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers all around.
Cheers. Hey, look, she's here.
Hey.
I know they've been married and they're married and now they're inseparable.
Comes with me everywhere I go. No, in the month-long vacation, if you guys are barely tuning into the show.
You know what's funny? I went to the liquor store and I went, "Do you have the small champagne bottles?" And the guy kind of laughed and went, "Why do you want those?"
Why not?
And then I was stuck there trying to explain what my plan was, and the guy just kind of looked at me and went, "They're over there."
He was so tired of it, and he's like, "Dude, just go.
Just go over there."
So
Go
if you
get
guys have are new to the
good.
show, barely tuning in, I've been gone for a month because Andy and I got married.
Yes.
We're 3 weeks in now as a married couple.
How is it? Is it good?
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got into any
3 weeks, right?
arguments yet?
3 weeks. Yeah.
Got into any arguments yet?
One.
What?
One major one, but honestly, I'll put it this way. I think, yeah, whatever, it's fine. But it's no.
He's like, kindle that flame.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I remember what it's about. We're just not going to talk about it."
No.
here."
But here's the thing. Long story short,
Yeah.
it's more on my end, or I think we've both agreed it's relieving that we're married because we've realized that we really hate the word fiance. Like to introduce her.
You mentioned that in the
show. This is my fiance. Yeah. Andy, it's my fiance. Brian, like, it was just too long. Nah. Now it's just like, it's my wife. It's my
wife. You know what's funny is that Mandy will be the complete opposite of that. She'll want to milk out any sort of new term, fiance, and then husband or wife.
It's easier to say wife, husband than it is to say fiance. But long story short, we got married 1/21/23. Yes. Right? 1/21/23.
Nice wedding, by the way.
It was fun. The reception was fun, like Nick and Rene said a couple issues back. It was fun. I don't think we could have planned out a better wedding that was, for us that we would have loved.
Bryan was shadow boxing at the actual wedding.
That was new to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bryan was
man, we watched.
Hold on.
Wait, context.
Hold on.
The night before.
Bravo to me. I kept that in. Yeah. I didn't go out there and immediately tell everyone.
No, he didn't. He came back and he was like, Bryan's doing pretty good. I'm like, okay. And so then,
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. And I'm like, okay, cool.
But and also, what am I supposed to say? Oh, Bryan's freaking out when Andy's standing right next to me
with himself.
He's just punching the wall.
He's hiding in the corner with Jesus and Virgin Mary. He's just shadow boxing, dude. I don't know who he's fighting demons or something, but whatever.
So, little context. You're like, why is Bryan shadow boxing? The night before, we were at Bryan's house late at night after the reception.
God, do I regret that.
Or the rehearsal party.
I was so exhausted the next day.
Yeah, and then we watched Creed because Bryan's never seen Creed.
Nope.
And he's a huge Rocky fan, so we're like, you know what? Let's finally get it done. Watch Creed. He loved it. You liked it, but you didn't love it. Right?
I didn't love it. I think it was because it was a reverse Rocky. Like a man coming from something to nothing. That's what it was. But point being, you don't show me a boxing movie and then expect me to not use that as motivation.
Get like hyped up. It was a good movie to watch before your wedding.
I just thought it was so funny because we were at Denny's and we were having this conversation. Yeah. We should go back to Bryan's house and go watch a movie. Yeah. And then Bryan's like, I don't know, what should we go watch, guys? Should we watch this? And I'm eating my pancakes and literally cut it, and he heard me go, we should watch Creed. And then I shoved my face, and then Bryan's like, what movie? You know what, guys? We should watch Creed.
Yeah, it was so great.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, Bryan, good idea.
You know what? It's great because the movies that we watched prior to my wedding was Creed, John Wick 2, and then we ended it with Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. That was a send-off movie.
Oh, yeah. He was at that point. That's why by the time we got there, he was like, I need to punch something. Yeah.
His testosterone was like up to here and stuff.
He was amped.
Yeah.
Blessed by Michael B. Jordan, Keanu Reeves, and Tom Cruise.
Just,
what a trio right there.
Well, though, props to John for getting all the fixings for ice cream.
It was so great.
That was awesome. You guys still have a lot of ice cream?
Yeah,
you guys aren't ice cream
left
people?
It there?
You guys not ice cream people?
We are. It's just that we've been kind of like mellowing out these last 3 weeks. So we're kind of getting accustomed to like getting back on a normal schedule, but not planning anything. Yeah. So we don't know what to do with ourselves anymore. We're just kind of like, we don't have to plan a wedding. Best relief ever. Yes, just like going home and like, we don't have to plan anything. This is so great. But
have you got your new ID yet? Have you put in for like your new ID and all that stuff yet?
The what?
Your new ID, like with your last name.
I just updated my last name because you have to do it through Social Security first. You have to do that first. Once I get that comes in the mail in 2 weeks. Oh, I'm so sorry. That comes in the mail in 2 weeks, and then once that gets updated, then I can go to the DMV to get that updated.
Oh, okay. I saw you change your name on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that happened the next day. Yeah. She was already ready for it.
I know.
It's good.
It was cute. I was like,
I'm still weirded out by it because I would never have thought in like my 29 years of life that like someone would take my last name.
I thought it would have been funnier, and I thought you would have done it just to piss off your mom if you would have hyphened her name. Just to piss her off.
We talked about it because she doesn't have a middle name, and to me that's weird. But apparently a lot of people don't have a middle name. Yeah.
I just have my 2 last names, one from my dad and one from my mom.
That is a very Hispanic thing.
Yeah. But so I was just like, why don't we just push it over to the middle? And she's like, no, I want to get rid of it. Just put my last name or put my last name. I'm like, okay, let's do that.
I no longer belong to that family.
Cut ties.
I'm cutting all the ties. I'm losing all their numbers.
But to not drag this along because we do have a pretty hefty show.
Yes.
We got married. We spent Sunday with my family. that's a whole other story.
I think the next question is, where'd you guys go for your honeymoon?
Solvang. So we kept it local, but we wanted to 3 different things within the span of a year. So we did a local one, Solvang, an hour or 2 up, right? We spent the first night in Santa Barbara. Then we went to visit Solvang. Great town.
It was cute.
It was cute, super cute. We did wine tasting. We
Mm-hmm.
tasted the pastries. We walked around the place on a weekday. It was pretty cool because like we ended the night and Andy mentioned something really funny. She's like, "Babe, did you notice something about this place?" And I'm like, "No, what?" She's like, "You notice there's no sirens?" And I'm like, "Oh my God. It's so quiet in here.
Compared
like
to
nothing
Whittier?
is
Wow, you guys.
everywhere, right?
That's
Los
that's
Angeles.
not fair. You guys live behind a police station.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but
no
but
matter.
we live in the good part of Whittier, the safe part of Whittier,
better.
a safer part.
The past 3 days here, stuff has been happening.
I've heard, and that was a problem.
Yeah, I
Point
was about to say. I was like, were there like
There was
a lot
a
of
fire.
things?
We're at the old pharmacy. Yeah.
They're like 3 blocks away from your house, like a month
Two
ago.
people-
2 people got shot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's been a while, a couple of weeks, but
There
yeah,
was a certain gang like meeting up here last night. I don't want to say like
they just don't give him credit, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
right in front of the store.
no, over here.
Were you
on
hosting?
Greenleaf. No,
Were
they were
you
just
hosting? Were you hosting? Were you like, oh,
I was
come on
walking
down
home.
to the shop, guys?
I was walking home and then just seeing a certain group that has leather vests.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're
and then
talking
they were
about.
just all just
Actually, babe, can you get me the bag that's outside, please, while I finish the story real quick? So we went to Solvang day 1, and then we ended the night by going to different places in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
So went to the Mission Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome place. Like, because I mean, living here in California in elementary school, at some
All right,
point, you have
Brian,
to send
she's gone.
missions.
What do you actually want to tell
Shut
us?
your mouth, dude.
Is there like are you trying to tell us help? Is that why you sent her out of the room? Like,
Of course, no. No, we went to Mission Santa Barbara. Pretty cool place.
she's out of the room. All right, sure.
so like stir the
Should be
pot.
by the bookcase over here. It's the brown bag. Yeah. We went to Mission Santa Barbara. We got called out for being Catholic because apparently when we walked into the church, we did the cross.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh yeah, this is like you guys are Catholic." And we're like, "Yeah." Oh, okay.
Oh, you Catholic, huh?
Oh, you think you're
Come
coming
in
here?
here? Yeah. Come in here, do your cross thing?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah. Because you found religion?
So we went to Mission Santa Barbara, then we went to Santa Barbara Zoo. Pretty nice, little quiet place. And then we ended the night by going to downtown Santa Barbara, and then we came back that same night. Pretty great.
Yeah.
And it's just been a blast.
That's
Married
cool.
man. Yeah.
You're right there, man. It kind of sounds like you got into the nose candy a little bit.
Dude,
Well,
I've been
booger
having
sugar.
like allergies,
Yeah, no.
man.
Either your
But-
allergies are kicking in or booger sugar was fun.
But I do have presents for both of you guys.
Oh.
So huh?
What's
No, that one's mine. You can't just take it.
You want to give this one? Okay,
that
so
one?
ju-
Why is it in a takeout
Just
box?
wait. Okay, so
I swear to God, if it's moldy food, dude, I'll be so upset with you.
No. So we went to Solvang, and one of the places that we stopped by there reminded me of both of you guys because
that's cool.
you guys are
Oh.
like you guys are big fans of this thing.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Is it
and
Batman?
we went back. No,
Is it Batman?
we went around and we stopped by this place. Super nice lady who owns the store. She let us try out a couple things and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get Nick and Rene this. So there's this beef jerky place in Solvang.
Oh
the
man!
beef jerky
I saw
experience.
Reaper.
So I got you guys. You guys can choose between who wants to try it or share them both. But
Okay.
I got you guys whiskey straight beef jerky and the Reaper smoked beef.
Okay.
So you guys can share them. The Reaper one, I chose the spicy one because I know one of you guys loves really spicy stuff.
Yeah, we don't mind.
Pretty
spicy.
good. And then the whiskey one was my favorite one.
I have always wanted to be a firebender, so that's good.
The other story is that there's
I'll try the
this.
spicy one.
Ooh, yeah.
The other story is there's a
We'll try both. Yeah.
there's a shop in Solvang that's Christmas all the time.
Oh.
So when we went in there,
Let
we
her hand it to you. Hold
we automatically thought of Nick's mom because Nick's mom massive
that's
Chris
right.
loves Christmas.
Dude, my mom loves Christmas.
Yeah.
Wait, did you
guys
get something for her
still-
naughty tree?
Oh, dang it. No.
Was
So,
was there
you
something
guys still
for her
have your
naughty tree?
decoration? No.
Was there something for the naughty tree?
No.
All right, hold on. I feel like there's a whole thing that
No,
needs to be
no.
explained. My mom had a gimp
Yeah.
tree.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
She had a tree with
So-
like a bunch
yeah.
of like gingerbread men
Yes.
in gimp outfits and like
Yeah.
ball gags and stuff like
It's a
that.
BDSM
Nick, tell me
tree.
why
Like,
your house
full
still
on.
has the decorations up.
They're not.
They were there like 2 weeks ago.
They're not there.
They were there.
I think
No, they're
it's
not.
the house right near them.
It's right. It's two houses down.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was yours.
But that one
like,
also doesn't have. It's not Christmas. It's a Valentine's Day lights.
Oh, okay. Well, we got something. We got something for your mom.
I'm gonna give it to her. She's gonna be all excited too. She's gonna make it. You know, if I give her this, she's gonna make an entire tree based on this.
No, she can't, dude.
I want to see it now. Yeah.
Oh, you want to bet?
You want to make a Solvang tree?
You want to bet?
Hopefully she likes it, cause we spent like a good half hour.
She loves ornaments. Oh my god, it's a glass ornament. Jesus. So be delicate. No wonder you were like, "Oh, Bryan, don't touch that one." Oh, this is so cute.
So cute. Okay, I can see her adding that to one certain tree.
Yeah, I can see her finding a spot for this.
It's a little hand painted one. It's like
it's hand painted.
It's hand painted.
They're hand painted, yeah. And a lot of it is. So it's not. What's great about the store is that it's not like Solvang themed. Mm-hmm. Like they have Solvang specific stuff, but a lot of it is like very unique ornaments that you can't really get anywhere else.
They had a dog one, just like a tree with just dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They had another one with like food or candy.
Yeah, throw that away.
Was it the price tag?
Yeah.
I
was like, we don't need to have that. Yeah. When I give it to her, yeah, she doesn't need to know.
So yeah, there are the presents for you guys.
Thank you.
So yeah, there you guys go. But it was great. But I will say this before we start off.
Never mind.
I did miss you guys. I did miss the show.
We missed you.
It was great.
You.
The vacation was great, but after like 3 weeks, I was telling Andy, I'm like, I miss being on the show. I miss editing. I miss the chaos. I miss just the fun laughter.
The stress.
Comes with it. Yeah. I was like, oh God. So
it's a fun stress.
I kind of want to get back into this. Let's just start. Let's go into it. We got comic strips for you guys today. We've got some great topics for you guys as well in this issue. It's gonna be hopefully
I'm gonna burn my mouth right now.
Pretty standard issue. Reminder: go check out keepingupwiththenerds.com for all the up-to-date information, and our Instagram and Twitter if you guys want to follow us there for when the shows come out, because you guys want to keep updated, right? Follow us on Instagram because we do post those little square ones of the thumbnails. And that'll let you guys know when the episodes are up. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel on YouTube, go subscribe. We've gotten like 4 subscribers in the last like week or so, which is great. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined. Thank you so much for those who have watched. Let us know what you guys think about the skits. If you guys are audio listeners, great, but head on over to YouTube because we do skits every time we upload a podcast. And there's a ton more projects in the works that we're going to be doing on YouTube only. But again, don't be a Nick and you want to listen to us while you guys are on a drive. Follow us on our audio platforms.
Wait, I just now got what you said.
Don't watch YouTube videos while you drive.
I don't watch YouTube.
Dude, it's got a kick. It's not like spicy.
I don't watch YouTube videos. I watch Hulu. There's a difference.
All right, are we ready to start comic strips?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So I will go
ahead.
ahead.
Little bugger.
Yeah, it's
good, right?
It's got a little tingle.
Yeah, it's got a little tingle to the top. Have you tried it?
I've tried. Yeah, those. I sampled them before I tried. I gave them to you guys. Yeah. All right, so with that said, we're going to start off with comic strips.
Just all connected.
Oh, my God.
One steak or what?
Okay, keep going.
All right, so comic strips. If you guys are unfamiliar with comic strips, it is a short segment of the podcast where we talk about news and bits of information that have come out throughout the week that don't merit a full-on 30-minute conversation because there's more important and probably more interesting things to talk about.
Probably.
Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2 have been announced, which is kind of weird because they also announced that Disney is laying off 7,000 employees.
Yeah.
Within the same kind of announcement period, which
it's people at the Disney park.
Yeah.
I think that's why
it's weird because I feel like Disney kind of does this thing nowadays where it's like, so we're laying you people off.
But we're giving you way more work.
But here's some stuff we're announcing.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. I think Toy Story 5 is kind of it's not needed.
It's not needed at all.
Not needed.
Toy Story 4 was.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 was kind of ish.
Not only that, but also who do you follow? Do I follow Woody?
The piggy bank.
Or do I follow Buzz and like the rest of Andy's toys?
But they're no longer there. They're living in the circus now, remember? Or like a theme park or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Woody
only Woody
and Bo Peep.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Who do you follow? Do you follow Woody and Bo Peep? Or do you follow Buzz and Andy's toys?
It's it leaves little to be desired because who do you want to follow? I don't think having a full-on Sporky adventure is dumb because we already have those shorts on Disney Plus anyways.
Yeah.
And the cast isn't really necessary at this point because everyone's separated and the people who were the other toys that were involved in Toy Story 4 had minor parts that they are no longer interesting.
Unless it's a Buzz story, and I can see that of like Buzz leaving, like Buzz finding his own like path, but I feel like they'd just be redoing the same thing.
But it lost its momentum because Toy Story was about the toys and the humans that, played with them.
Yeah.
And Toy Story 4 was like, oh, what if a toy had a life of its own? And it's like, well, that's not the point of Toy Story 1 through 3.
That didn't really dwell on like Woody's purpose after Andy left. Yeah. Like they really dwelled on that, which I didn't really, I don't know. I mean, I get going that route.
I didn't like it because the whole point was Andy gave away his toys to make another kid happy.
Yeah, and that's why Woody's purpose is just to make a kid happy.
But the thing is that Woody missed Andy still. Wow. And he was like, this new girl's cool and all, but
she's not Andy.
She's not Andy.
So screw the human's intentions. Yeah. It's all about what the toy wants.
Yeah, man. Like,
yeah, it makes no sense. Whatever. Frozen 3, Frozen 2 was okay.
I've never seen Frozen 2, but I heard it was okay.
It's interesting because there is a segment where Olaf tells the story of Frozen 1, and it's very funny because he does it in a very theatric way.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, we get to this point, parents died. And you're just kind of like,
so
it's pretty funny.
It's literally Ant-Man.
No, it's who voices Olaf?
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad. It's Josh Gad in a play.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is they took the same bit from Ant-Man.
Sure.
And they just put it in.
Sure,
the movie.
But yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Zootopia 2. I thought Zootopia was a one-off. I don't really find an interest in it, but whatever.
Well, they did Zootopia Plus, which I guess takes place in the world of Zootopia.
Sure.
And I don't know, I've never seen it, but Mandy watched it. She said it was okay.
I think Zootopia has a big enough world.
Yeah.
Where you could take other you could get other stories out of Zootopia. I'm not sure what the story would be for this one unless it's just another case.
Yeah.
I guess, but
sure.
I don't know, like they did a good job of, telling the story of like, how, certain species are treated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what do you do beyond that?
I don't know. And I feel like, look, there's certain things about, or there's certain movies from Disney you don't need to touch again.
Yeah.
And I don't think Up has had the potential to have a sequel, but watch Pixar touch on that.
Well, aren't they going to do another Inside Out?
Yes, they're doing another Inside Out as well.
Inside Out 2,
yeah. So whatever, we'll see what happens.
I don't think that needed to be.
And then we're also getting the Elementals,
which I feel like that's another like Inside Out meets what is it, Soul?
Kind of.
It feels like that.
The interesting thing, I am interested for Inside Out 2, especially if I wouldn't mind if it's a different kid.
Yeah,
but I also don't mind if. Because a lot of the kids that watched Inside Out are now older, like they're now probably in high school.
Yeah,
that if the girl is in high school and she's going through like that.
Oh, okay.
Like
you're following her.
Puberty. That's what Inside 2 is about.
I mean, that's what Turning Red
Disney
is about.
Will call that. They said becoming a woman. I feel like
that's what they did with Turning Red.
Yeah, that's what they turned. They did the same thing for Turning Red.
We got to move on to other topics though.
Really quick, 100 years of Disneyland. I went the other day.
Oh, how was that?
It was really awesome. They had a Baymax.
Oh, that's right. At the end of the show, right?
No, for the fireworks show.
Yeah.
They had
a flying Baymax. Andy was telling me about that.
They had a flying Baymax. I was like, oh my god.
You know what? I don't want to see it because I was a Baymax stan before Baymax was cool. So,
the only thing I really wish it would have been is
don't look at me that way. No, I love Big Hero 6. Okay,
we get it.
And then everyone was like,
liked it before it was cool.
Yeah, because Big Hero 6 was dope.
It was.
And everyone was like, it's kind of dumb.
Okay, whatever.
See?
It's fine.
Thank you. Now he makes me feel special.
Every single time. Every time. I was just trying to share a cool thing. But...
It was cool. I just, you know what? It's outplayed now.
I miss Bubble Bryan.
Huh?
I miss Bubble Bryan.
I know.
You warn your welcome. It's over done with.
His stoic.
E3. We all know this big convention that happens in the summer where video games get announced. The big three are no longer going to be a part of it this year. So that's going to be a big shame because no Xbox, no PlayStation, no Nintendo.
No.
None. So that's going to be weird.
Which is going to be funny, though, because I already know Xbox is going to have something. We're just going to have something next door.
Yes. Well, that's what they've been doing. It's they've been having these conferences or these like
at the Microsoft Theater.
Yeah, they have these like these reveals like in the week of E3, but not at the convention.
Yeah,
because people know that summer is the time of movies and the time of video game announcements.
Yeah, so Sony is just going to drop it. So Sony's going to probably do the same thing. They're going to do a direct, and then same thing with Nintendo. They have their own direct. So E3 is pretty dead. I mean, unless I can see Ubisoft and WB still going. But because I would think,
maybe through individual publishers.
Maybe because the big one that used to go to E3 that a huge booth was Bethesda.
But they're not Microsoft.
But they're not Microsoft. So and Microsoft has been buying up all these indie companies that used to take up some of the show floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, Microsoft not going, that's a huge hit. That's a super huge hit.
But speaking about video games, Nintendo Direct happened earlier this week or this past week.
Yeah, whatever.
You say whatever, but here's the big thing about it. Okay, so Nintendo Direct has been pretty weak these last couple of like reveals.
What are you talking about? This one was too.
This one was not because this had big titles. The last ones were like, the indie games and kind of like, this is the theme of this game where it's a farming simulation or, we're playing a bunch of JRPGs and stuff. For this Nintendo Direct, they did announce Pikmin 4, Metroid Prime Remastered, which released the same day it was announced. The digital copy at least. Legend of Zelda Tears of Kingdom, that was also announced and given a release date. Advance Wars 1 and 2 finally coming out next 2 months from now. 2 months from now. If you guys don't know about Advance Wars, that game was supposed to release last year.
Zing.
Are you guys done?
No.
Cool. Advance Wars was supposed to release last year. No, I'm good. And then it got pushed back because of the Ukraine war. So that was a thing.
Wow.
And then what else is it? Oh, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulations revealed as well. So there's that. The only reason I tell you why it's not boring, those big titles right there. People care about them.
Here's the thing. I was at work. And a buddy of mine, and one of my coworkers came up to me and goes,
buddy of mine tells me Nintendo Direct comes out.
Nintendo
Direct. Like,
buddy of mine comes
I'm just here eating my zinger.
Why do you come to me to waste my time?
No, so he came to me and he says, did you hear Nintendo Direct is coming out? And I told him, why would I watch? I already know what's coming on.
You know what I think you Nintendo?
Okay, I'm being serious. I thought it was funny because I turned to him and he was like, here we go. No, because I thought it was funny because I turned to him and then he goes, aren't you excited to see what Nintendo's coming out with? And I go, probably a new Zelda. They're probably remastering like a Metroid game. Pikmin 4 is coming out probably. They're probably going to announce
eventually.
That. Yeah. And then they're just going to release a bunch of stuff on their virtual consoles.
And guess what?
And then he literally goes, no, they're not. And then he looked it up and he goes, oh, they did.
I got a bingo.
Yeah. Nintendo is so predictable.
They've been predictable.
There's no like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing that.
It takes like 10 years for a new game to come out.
Yeah, because all they do is they just remaster
here's
the same game 30 times.
Here's the problem with this, okay? You could say the same thing every time Nintendo announces a Direct.
Yes.
It's going to have A, B, C, or D, right? And it won't have it, but you're going to keep predicting it every time until it does happen.
I'm not going to lie.
I knew that they were going to be doing a Legend of Zelda.
I did add that there was going to be a new Mario game, and I was wrong about that.
Yeah. So
I was really surprised that there wasn't like a new Mario.
So you only got a Bing, but not the O.
But that's but that's the thing though, is that there's nothing that they could show me that I would be like, dang, that's revolutionary. Like, that's
you would
cool.
think they would put out a new Mario game.
You would think they'd be putting out a new Switch.
No.
The Switch is old.
No,
Switch?
They need a new system in general.
My Switch. It is the Switch that came out day one.
I'm telling you.
That thing is still running.
I know, but here's my thing. I think that they need a new system in general. They need a new console. Because there's no way all games that are third party do not perform well on the Switch.
You want to know what my thing is with Nintendo right now? I don't think they're releasing a console because they're scared.
It's so bad that they're even messing up virtual console releases. Even like, because they just remastered GoldenEye. It's all messed up on the Switch.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
All the controls. So all the controls, they're mapped on like the sticks. and the D-pad. So like the C button and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's all mapped weird.
Heard about that. Yeah.
So like you look up, you also like try to like point your gun. Like it's impossible. It's almost impossible to play the game. It's almost impossible to play.
So think of it this way, right? Because Nintendo has never done backwards compatibility unless it's on a virtual console or an emulation that they approve of.
Yeah.
My problem is that I think that Nintendo understands its big library and they don't want to release a new Switch, especially with a big title like Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because if they release it and then they release a new console, no one's going to buy that.
No.
Or they will buy it and then they'll say like, look, you can't play this on the new console because of the cartridge, so we're remastering it the same year.
Oh yeah.
See,
which I think they did for like
but
one of
why
the
not,
games. I
but
forget
why
which one
not
it
just
was.
why not just release an update? That's what every
They
other
did
system
that with
does.
Breath of the Wild
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that-
it came out on the Wii.
it did come
that's
out.
right.
But
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the thing though, is why not just put a day one update or a second day update of, hey, you bought the new console, here's an update so that way it's compatible with
Let's fly out of
this
Japan. Let's go
new
talk
one.
to them.
Dude, Nintendo
We
is
go up to them and we break the doors
Nintendo
down.
used to be a big dog in this fight, and right now they're just neutral.
They're not going to do anything.
They're not going to do anything. And the thing is that Switches, they sell for kids and for casual gamers, but if you want to actually game, you don't buy a Switch.
No, true.
Yeah.
True. I mean,
Well,
you
it's like
do.
Smash.
Unless you want to smash.
Yeah. Play Smash Bros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you can do that. But the thing is that there's a bigger community for the GameCube Smash Brothers than there is for the actual.
I don't want to talk
Wii
about Smash Brothers. Let's not talk about Smash Brothers.
Why not?
Because it's weird.
Didn't you cream yourself when Sora was announced?
That's a different story, right?
Sora!
That's a different story. Kingdom Hearts and I have a very complicated
You got
relationship.
to clean the entire apartment that day.
It's look, Kingdom Hearts 4. All right, no one asked. I've not
laughed.
Look, man. All right, I was excited for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish it because it sucked. All right, and then Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced, and I'm like, God damn it!
I hear it's hard to finish.
Which
you
one?
know, for
3?
Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, a lot of
It's
players
difficult.
A lot of players
It's
can't come to
boring.
completion.
One of
It's so
one out of every
boring.
5. One out of every 5.
One out of
It's a
every
real,
five.
it's a real issue.
What?
It's hard to complete. You know?
It's hard to get to completion.
It's hard to climax on that game.
But you know what? I'll probably open my doors again when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, and I'll be like, okay, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bend over and open your doors.
Yeah, probably. You walked away.
Sora.
You don't hear me say.
Please. And copywritten. Don't go.
Oh, damn, I was gonna say it.
We got 2 more pieces of news before we talk about a big
we're
part
really
of the comic
we're
strips.
milking.
That's
comic
fine. That's
strips.
fine.
Mickey, be
In
gentle.
actor news, Brendan Fraser said in an interview that he's open to a Mummy 4 with Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
Interesting.
He also in the same interview he also said that the Batwoman didn't get a fair
Oh,
shot.
Batgirl, yeah.
Yeah,
Batgirl didn't get a fair shot. That apparently it was a great movie. Didn't get a
You know
fair
what?
shot. And should
I
have been
feel like
released.
it would have. I mean, it would have been a good movie, especially because you have Brendan Fraser playing a villain. I feel like
he
he would.
Oh, was he in Batgirl?
he was.
Yeah, he was Firefly.
Rip.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
All
He said
right.
when they saw it for that screening, it was really good.
All right. Well, we'll never know. John Leguizamo?
John
Leguizamo.
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 He was actually in the running to play Vulture.
Yes.
Yes,
Then
I saw
gave it
that.
up
Yeah.
when Michael Keaton changed his mind.
Good for him.
Sure.
That would be cool.
Well, I mean, I feel like now after seeing Violent Night, he plays a good enough villain, like good movie villain.
Yeah.
like that popcorn movie villain.
He's been villains in other movies.
Well, no, but like
Yeah, he was Bruno.
no, but this. But
Bruno's not a villain.
he's misunderstood.
He's
Hey,
misunderstood.
we got Nick and I got Andy to laugh. You got to get her to laugh now.
But
Is that the-
I
is
feel
The
like
pressure's on for Rene.
Don't do that. I can naturally just do that.
Do it then.
No, it's gotta be natural. Like, yeah,
Perform,
But-
Rene.
it's a lot of pressure.
Wake up, dang it.
Yeah.
Wake up.
I missed this.
But no, I think he would have been a good Vulture.
He would have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he would have.
Andy didn't know that he was Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh,
movie.
the original one?
Really?
Yeah.
It's Mario and Luigi Mario. Wait, so it's Mario? Yeah, that's my brother.
That's my brother.
The last part for comic strips, I think we're going to talk maybe a little bit into this. Hogwarts Legacy released this last week.
Yes.
To great success. A lot of reviewers are giving it like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's supposedly really good. It takes place in the 1800s. So way before the time of Harry.
There's
and
a lot
the
to
game.
do in that game.
There's a lot. I've seen it.
So I have finished. I bought it.
You finished to completion?
No.
Oh, okay, not yet. He's
Still-
building it
It's
too.
Harry
No,
Potter.
no, I'm still warming her up. So
No,
it's a lot
no,
of foreplay
no.
on this one. It's a lot of foreplay.
Stop. Don't.
So so I so far am at 50% on the quests,
Okay.
and the game still tells me I'm only at 27% for the overall game.
Yeah, I've heard it's like a good 20, 30 hours of gameplay just to finish it.
I do feel that. I wish there was Quidditch. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, the reason they cancel Quidditch is so stupid.
Why did they cancel Quidditch?
Because I think it's like a fourth year student or someone, a student in the year before got really injured.
Yeah.
So they banned Quidditch for the year.
What?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, and it's
I feel like
so
that
dumb.
would have been a good majority of
No.
the
You know what they're
gameplay
gonna do?
in Quidditch.
Do you know what they're gonna do? It's called DLC.
Yeah, it's gonna be a DLC.
Probably.
It's called DLC.
Yeah. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
a
there.
DLC.
I mean, there are some people that play The Witcher specifically to play that card game in The Witcher.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that card game is really fun though.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So the reason I bring up Hogwarts Legacy, it's a really great game supposedly by reviews.
Yeah, it's
I
been
want
a
to
lot
get
of
it,
fun.
but for the Steam Summer Sale. I'll wait when it drops down
There you
$20.
go.
I bought it. I got it because I had like $40 in Steam credit.
There you go.
And I was like,
And that's not to say that I'm trying to be cheap. It's that I just got married, so I don't have money to buy luxury.
Yeah.
So
I just bought a ring.
yeah, exactly.
Paid for a wedding.
I paid for a wedding.
Yeah.
I paid for a ring.
We went to Solvang. Gifts
Yeah.
were getting, or gotten. No, but the reason I bring it up is because
I know. I'm trying to look for the
I was
price
like, where's the
tag.
price tag?
Yeah.
dude, stop.
$20 jerky.
Wow.
What?
No, he got like.
Oh, apparently you can get those online. I will
Oh.
find the website so you guys can order some.
Snack
It's really
pack.
good. Anyways, the reason I bring up
Snack packs,
Hogwarts
wow.
Legacy is because it officially became the #1 single player game to stream on Twitch with 1.28 million peak concurrent viewers on launch day. Great success. Now, there are certain people in the media space that don't tend to respond well to Harry Potter.
Who are these people?
I don't want to mention it.
Okay.
There's no reason to bring up
I get
a
it.
specific
though.
group.
I do get it.
I get it, but
Yeah.
here's my problem with it. To the point where you're going to bully someone because they're just doing their job, because they're given the opportunity to review this
Yeah,
game.
that's wrong.
There's no reason to go that direction, especially if you don't want the same thing to be done to you. I had a problem with it because I love these YouTubers, girlfriend reviews.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know who they are, great channel if you want to go watch them.
Mhm.
Basically, the fiance or boyfriend is a streamer on Twitch, and the girlfriend reviews the video games
So funny.
from
His
as a
point of view.
backseat gamer.
That's
as
fun.
a back, yeah,
Yeah.
That's fun.
as a
Yeah.
backseat gamer. So it's what it's like to live with a boyfriend who plays Dark Souls, for example.
Oh man.
And it's so great.
Yeah.
Well, they were streaming Hogwarts Legacy 2 days before launch,
Yeah.
and the chat just went ballistic and bullied her to the point that she cried, and they had to cancel the
Why
stream
were they bullying her though?
Yeah.
because it's
She
her
was-
channel, because it's quote unquote her channel.
But she was spectating.
But
the
she was
game.
spectating someone else
She
playing.
wasn't
Well,
playing, right?
No, I don't think maybe she was at some point. I didn't watch the stream.
Here's my thing though. The Twitch community in general are animals.
Twitter is.
Twitter.
The Twitter community is just
No, Twitter and Twitch.
Yeah.
They're animals. Because in whenever it comes to streaming, especially streaming a
That
cute
TikTok,
girl or a girl in general who's playing,
too. Mhm.
a lot of people are just monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it goes about of like watching their content or even communicating to them, where they have to have active mods on their channels
Mhm.
to actively block people
Mhm.
because people will just jump into your chat just to be toxic or just to start up like some kind of controversy. the thing is that I understand why people are against the game. It's just because of its creator.
Mm-hmm.
I also am wondering if whether or not these people still listen to R. Kelly or Michael Jackson.
Better question is, do these people ever end up going to Universal Studios even if they don't visit Hogsmeade?
Well, that's the thing. Like, my question is, did the author have any sort of intake into the development of the game?
think
she still gets paid because she owns the rights.
Well, that makes sense.
To it.
Yeah.
I don't think she had anything super. There was no. She wasn't
involved
in the creative.
That okay. So then, at that point, I say that's fine because she didn't have any sort of say into the game, and then also you've had people working hard on this game for years.
The thing is that I don't really I understand if a game doesn't do well because it has a lot of bugs or kind of like Cyberpunk has a bunch of bugs, doesn't work, and people are just returning the game or doing whatever. This game performs well. It is a pretty good. It's a pretty good game.
Details are spot on,
and it's and not only that, but also it's pretty polished. I mean, there's graphical errors here and there, but it's playable. Like, there's nothing that's so egregious that you can't play the game. Yeah. But you also have to remember, people worked on this. Yeah. Hundreds of people have worked on this game.
Yeah. That aren't tied down to J.K. Rowling.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not involved in J.K. Rowling. They're not paying J.K. Rowling. They haven't never met J.K. Rowling. And the fact that you're trying to boycott this game just sucks, because a lot of these people, they get their money from you buying these games, because then if you don't buy that game, then the studio doesn't do well. Then the studio could have put so much money into it, it could collapse. And these studios just go under. And then all these game designers are now looking for a job.
Well, here's my message to them. Bullying clearly works, right? Because this game had 1.28 million concurrent viewers on Twitch. So obviously, good job to the bullies, who did their job right in boycotting this, because clearly people cared. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. No,
nobody's.
No
one
cares.
That's the thing too, is that
no
people don't realize when you bring something to light, it's gonna grab more attention.
Exactly. Yeah.
In all fairness, so I did ask my brother about it. Oh, okay. And my brother and I asked him about it, and then he goes, "Did you buy it? Did you buy the game?"
And then he slapped you.
And then I went, "Yes." Okay. And he goes, "Oh, thank God." He goes, "I wanted to play it, but I still wanted that badge of honor that I didn't technically give my money to it. Okay. So I'll just wait until you're done, and then I'll play it." And I'm like, "You don't really have a problem with it?" And he goes, "Not really. Like,
your brother's so cool.
It's a Harry Potter game. Like, it's not that big of a. It's just Harry Potter. Yeah. Like, I'm not playing Hogsmeade and the J.K. Rowling. Like, I'm not playing J.K. Rowling going around and just saying stuff on Twitter. Like,
are you a Potterhead at all or no?
I do like the world of Harry Potter. Mandy loves it, but I'm more of like, okay, well, I mean, I've grew up with it, so it does have a part of my life and stuff like that. I mean, I do want to try out Hogwarts Legacy at some point.
It's fun,
but like, I'll do it like you. Like, I'll wait till it's on sale, or maybe like years down the line if PlayStation's like, oh look, it's free.
I will say this: I had an interesting conversation over the weekend.
If anything, I think if it was to be anything, I think you'd be on Game Pass.
Yeah,
probably. It's probably going to be on Game Pass like in a year.
So, I had a conversation this weekend where we were talking about this, and my friends agree that it's stupid to bully them, because clearly, like you clearly said, right, multiple people worked on this, more than just J.K. Rowling, so you got to appreciate that. But I was looking back at like how much Harry Potter did affect me in my life. Yeah, Harry Potter. If it wasn't for Harry Potter, I wouldn't be reading as much as I do now, or be super involved. If it wasn't
for J.K. Rowling, he'd be illiterate. He wouldn't know what words.
I stopped reading the books after Goblet of Fire. As soon as I saw how big
Goblet of Fire was my start.
You were like, nope. You were like, oh, that's manageable. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah. You gotta be kidding me.
No, pictures? There are pictures in this, right?
After Goblet of Fire, I caught up. I started going to every book release that my dad would. There was a point where my dad would take me or get me out of school early or get me to school late to get the books. So I could be reading them, and I usually read them in a day. Deathly Hallows, I read.
You read them in a day?
I read them in a day.
Yeah.
No way.
I read Order of Phoenix and Half-Blooded Prince within a day, because I was just invested in them. Just I would be in a car ride reading them. I remember finishing Order of the Phoenix by Montebello Mall on the freeway.
Wow.
I remember specifically where I was.
Why were you by the freeway?
We were heading home from Reseda.
Oh, you were on the freeway.
I was on the freeway.
I thought you meant
my
like
dad was driving.
I thought you meant
we were
like
heading
you were
home from
on the-
Reseda. We went to go visit my uncle
We're on
and
the
my cousins
side of
over
the
there,
freeway.
and I was reading the entire time over there until I finished it. And I know where I was when I finished Order of Phoenix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My mom took me and my sister out of school early, like an hour early, to go see the first 2 Harry Potter movies. And it was funny because like the first time we went to go see it, I was like, I just hear the like the announcement, like, oh please Rene, go to the office. And I go, my mom's there. She goes, you ready to go? I'm like, yeah. Wait, where are we going? And my sister's with us. And my mom tells the office, okay, yeah, because you got your appointment. I'm like, okay. And so then we get in the car. I'm like, Mom, where are we going? She goes, we're gonna go see Harry Potter. and
you were like, yes.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked, because I remember seeing the trailer
with Hogwarts.
Yeah.
I think we got to wrap this up because we are hitting the 45-minute mark at this point here at the show, and we got 2 other big topics that we do want to discuss that do merit longer conversations than this.
But it is. I say, play the game. It's fun.
Yeah.
Even if you want to wait a little while or anything like that. I mean,
it's like what, $60 right now?
70.
I got more.
Hey, rest in peace. The $60 game no longer
next
exists.
month.
This
for
one
me
was
is
60?
Resident
Oh,
Evil.
was it 60?
this one's $59.99. But if you wanted it with the DLC and you wanted it 3 days early, it was $79.99.
I see.
So, yeah. See, for me next month, Resident Evil 4 comes out, so I got more priorities.
You got better priorities. So before we move on to the discussion, there are 2 things that I feel like we could have mentioned. We're probably going to wait a little longer until these stories develop. Last of Us, I've been watching it. We're going to skip out on talking about it in this issue, mainly because I feel like everything that was needed to be said was said by you 2 already in the last 4 issues. This last episode for me was pretty good. Not the best, but it was a tearjerker towards the end. The only thing I will say about it, if you guys want my take on it, to me, it is a show that does question decision making, and I love that aspect of it. Yeah. That no one is a good guy in this world, and that is something that The Last of Us did really put in there in the game. Yeah. So I love that, but I feel like we can discuss it more next week when we have more time to talk about it.
I really liked.
I don't know, because we gotta talk about Ant-Man next week.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean,
we'll figure
if we got nothing else there.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
but I really do. I liked this one. Just this episode, especially because I really like the characters of Henry and Sam, and just this this reflection of who Joel and Ellie are.
Yeah,
and especially with what happens at the end of the episode with Henry and Sam, and it really solidifies Joel in this protector.
Yeah.
Role.
We can talk about it more next week.
I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be winter next episode.
Yeah, they're going
already
there,
winter.
Right? Yeah,
which is interesting.
You got a quick take on it? 30 seconds.
I really liked it. I do wish that Sam and Henry lasted one more episode, but now that we saw the scenes from the next one, now that we're finally getting into winter, I'm kind of like, okay, relieved that the story's progressing.
What do you think of the ASL?
I like that. It was cool. I think what they wanted to do is that they wanted to show Sam as a more innocent kind of thing. So when it does happen to his fate in this show, it's much more heartbreaking. Yeah, that's interesting, and I did like that because the way that they described it on the show at the end of this episode, they're like, oh yeah, we wanted to show that Sam can rely on Henry. He relies on him more.
Yeah,
it wasn't just companionship. Yeah. There is also the conversation of Justin Roiland and the whole Rick and Morty thing, but I feel like every week something new comes out of it, so I feel like we do need to probably wait a little bit more.
I do want to say though is that they came out with an article saying that Justin Roiland has no part in the creative of the episode.
So he
just does the voices.
That's the interesting part about it, because when you first heard about it, it was like, oh well,
the fans were saying that like, oh, the show's gonna change. You know, he's not gonna be part of it anymore. They're gonna have to completely change up Rick and Morty, and I feel like the writers were like, nope.
They like 180 all of a sudden, right? So to me, it feels like there's stuff that's trying to come out to make this transition easier. So I don't know if it's forced narrative or if it's actual narrative of what's going on. I mean, we don't know. That's why you gotta let it cook.
I do believe in the whole like the employees, because now that he is gone, they have the free will to say what they've been wanting to say.
Exactly.
And it sucks because when something does happen in the workplace of that high profile of a person, you feel like you can't say anything. they have a hold, which sucks. That's the thing.
Exactly. But with that said, we'll wait another week or two to talk about those stories. But we do have bigger topics to talk about. The big game was today, as of recording, with a bunch of trailers coming out. There were too many to say, and I feel like if we actually took everything that was announced, we'd be here for another hour and a half. So I kind of want to talk about the trailers that really did hit us. Guardians 3, Fast 10, the Super Mario Brothers had a little spot as well. What's that movie with Kylo Ren actor Adam Driver?
Oh, was it
65?
65,
65 also had a little TV spot. Guardians 3, The Flash.
Yeah, I think we should talk about the ones that at least had like a full trailer.
Yes.
Yeah, because some of them are just the same thing.
Basically.
I was actually more surprised that we didn't see more Quantumania. Seeing as how it comes out next week.
No, because that trailer came out earlier, no?
But I mean, like, in general,
well,
like,
they've been releasing TV spots and clips now
Yeah.
before then.
Because I think it would have been really interesting if they would have even just done that one section where it's just like 3 minutes of the movie where it's just Kang and him talking. I think that would have been awesome to see again.
I would have liked to see if they were going to do that, maybe like them landing in the quantum realm,
like a
something
scene
like
from
that.
it. Just be. The only reason I'm thinking about it is because this movie literally comes out next week.
Can you look up real quick to see if maybe we missed the trailer prior to the recording? So it should have been there already. But while he does that, I do want to say the Flash trailer for the last bit because it does correlate with the last topic that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and start with something a little fun. The Super Mario Brothers.
That was fun.
That was a fun one. It was a 30-second spot. It's a 90s commercial featuring Mario and Luigi.
It's like early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They have a small commercial about their plumbing company that they do have.
Yeah.
Here's
It's an actual ad.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's that when the commercial ends, they clearly give out a number and a website.
Yes.
And you call that number. And what's interesting about it is that when you do, Luigi answers.
Charlie Day.
And he is telling you all about the company that they have that Mario and Luigi are trying to work with and stuff. And
really quick, the only thing they came out with Ant-Man and Wasp was just that the beer commercial.
Oh,
that was it.
But
they released that like weeks ago. But I guess that was a Super Bowl commercial.
Got it. Nope, the big game.
Oh yeah.
Not your Super Bowl that you
it's not your dad's
use
bowl.
for nachos, not that one.
Okay, we get it.
It's the big game.
Okay,
yeah, just making sure.
Okay,
some people get a little sensitive.
Remember when you had a Super Bowl
of ice cream?
Yes.
I was gonna say to smoke, but yeah.
Oh, but it's
420 in here.
But the number Charlie Day answers is Luigi.
Yeah,
give out other information and stuff. We checked out the website too, which was kind of cool.
It's hilarious because it's very what is it?
Low budget.
It's very low budget.
Yeah.
It very much looks like an old fashioned
broken links.
It seems broken links everywhere. It looks like two plumbers just put together a website.
Yeah.
And they even say too that the website is still in development and it will have further updates. So to keep checking back for more stuff.
Yeah.
Babe, can you pull up the website real quick and do a couple of the sound effects? Yeah.
Push a button.
So Andy was going through it on the phone, and she found some sound effects. So this one, if you play it. Oh, it doesn't do the drop?
It doesn't do the drop.
I think legally they can't do that. Yeah.
No, I think they can, but I think they just
left you wanting it.
Yeah, it's like
they edged you. Go for it. Wow.
Silence. That's what the rest of the website shows.
It's cool little. Oh, what's that?
Oh, I don't know. What was that?
She's just poking at the screen.
What? How did that mushroom sound come?
Oh, there we go.
The truck.
Ah.
So.
I don't
know.
I thought it was like when you touch the ceiling.
But press the as seen on TV icon and.
Okay. Wonder why that one's a jump sound effect, but I don't know why it's so long.
Maybe from Mario Galaxy.
And then when you click on that,
what was that? The Era 404?
For that picture.
Oh, the picture. That's
my God! Show it on camera real quick.
Oh.
That's great. It's an Error 404 page with just the pipes there.
Yeah.
Looks like something is broken. Wait, can you click on one of the pipes? Because that's where you skip.
Cool.
Oh.
So go check out the website. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's very elaborate that the marketing team put together a website with a phone number that you can call and text.
And the text was so clever too. I
And
signed up for the updates.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as soon as I have my phone back. But I do like where that marketing team is going. I'm looking forward to seeing where everything else is gonna go for that movie. I do think of the trailers, I was actually kind of disappointed because they were all meh.
That's fine because I want the movie to be good. Undersell to make the movie better.
I'm talking about everything. Like
What do you mean?
there was no trailer today where I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Oh,
like,
in general.
like in general,
general.
like even the Fast 10 one, I was like, okay, that's fine. whatever.
Well, okay, look.
there wasn't.
Okay.
There wasn't a.
It's coming from a guy that came out of Fast 9 and go like,
In
dude,
case you didn't know, I did this on purpose.
Yeah.
my name is Nick Valero.
Nick pinched a nerve.
What?
Oh, I was just gonna say Guardians, the trailer. It just said trailers online now. Check it out. You're
That was
welcome.
another
That
thing,
was
too.
It didn't even play.
Oh.
But it's probably the cost. They don't.
For the amount of seconds.
Hey, suck on that, big game.
No, and you know what? That is a big thing, though. Is that I did notice that too.
Uh-huh. That
There was a lot of like commercials or spots that literally went, cool, go check it out on YouTube.
Scan QR code.
Yeah, like scan the QR
Really?
code to watch or do anything else. That's why I was like, this is kind of lame. Like the whole point of watching this is because that way you're surrounded by everybody else. I want to go back on YouTube and go click something else. Show me the dang trailer. Let's go.
But I think it's funny because they don't want to be associated with that anymore. You know what I mean? Because if you notice, a lot of these trailers were supposed to come out during the big game. They didn't.
Some came out day before.
Or 2 days before.
Yeah.
Fast 10 came out the day before. Or it came out on the 10th.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, because it was the 10th. It's
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. So, hey, whatever. At least we get the trailers, right?
Yeah.
Fast 10 was great.
No, it wasn't.
Fast 10 looks great.
No, it doesn't.
Fast
10 looks
10
great.
seems interesting enough. I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I
Yeah.
never said I wasn't gonna watch it.
That's why it looks great.
I
It's
think
just not
said
good.
I think I said in the last video, or I mean in the video that when we reviewed Fast 9, is that if the trailer looked interesting enough, I will still see it because I wasn't confident of the
Look.
next movie after Fast
Look,
9.
it's bonkers, okay? Because
Yeah.
it makes no sense that the Charger that Dom is driving gets speared twice and somehow
So-
button presses and all of a sudden he turns into Speed Racer
I will say this.
and crashes both helicopters.
Yeah.
I will say this in the trailer, as of selling me in the action, it was very mild in
Yes.
this one.
That's fine.
That's
Tame it.
fine. No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. But as of like it looks like they're going back to the origins of what made Fast and Furious, and that's racing,
Here's
which
my
I'm
thing.
excited about.
I'm excited for that too. I was a little disappointed because Jason Momoa looked like the villain from Bad Boys 2.
Okay, so did Jason Momoa, or is it just me, or does his face look more pudgier?
It is
Okay,
a lot
that's
pudgier,
okay.
yeah.
because he didn't need to be shirtless this entire movie.
What
Yeah.
I don't understand is that they mentioned that he was in Fast 5.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, so you're just gonna reshoot scenes with him just staring. It's such a
Yeah.
bad way.
Just like him in the water, just him in the
taking
water.
the scene, you know, and he opens his eyes. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, why?
Because
Why?
'cause I
Like,
guess
why are
it's
you
his
so
dad.
basic?
It's his dad, right?
Yeah, or his
It was-
uncle. I don't know. That's it.
It's his
It's
family.
because they killed his family, so now he's gonna kill someone when it's
He's gonna
Dom's
kill
family.
the family that killed
He's gonna
his
kill
family.
Dom's child.
Family gets family. Okay, and so then did you see when they're all pointing the guns? Jason Momoa is like touching the arms. He's all like, yeah. I'm like, what the heck? You know?
So when they were on the
This
when
one looks great, dude. I don't care
Listen,
what anyone
they
says.
were on the set and they just went, Jason, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you
just,
want, man.
Just be Jason, all right?
Brie Larson's back. I don't understand why.
Back? Wait, she's in here. Like she's
This is her first movie
She's
she's
her
in.
first movie.
She wasn't in 9.
Oh, who was in 9? It was what's her name? That
Charlize Theron?
No, was it Nicki Minaj that was in there for a bit?
Oh no, Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B is in this one
for like no reason.
But we get Shaw.
We do.
Shaw
and his brother.
Han.
Yeah, Sean and Han meet in this one.
Wait, but it's Shaw and his brother as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both are in it.
It's
I mean, because you gotta compensate because The Rock is
Fast
in
All Stars. All Stars Brawl.
And
This
then
is what it is.
and then you have
You know what you do? The Rock's not in this. He's not in this trailer. He's not in the next one.
but he's in the movie.
He's in the last trailer. Because that's puts butts in seats.
Oh yeah.
You know what I said? I'm back.
That one was. I mean, it was cool. I mean, even Transformers was alright.
They only showed Mirage. I was hoping more like.
Dude, Mirage. I didn't know it was Mirage, dude.
Yeah.
He
Mirage
said his
was
name 5 times. How
I
did you not
wasn't
know?
paying. Look,
Obviously,
I didn't
you
even
weren't
watch
paying
Bumblebee. Okay.
He literally made mirages of himself.
After
and he
the
goes,
last
My
night.
name's Mirage. Don't worry, I make mirages. And I was like, oh, okay.
I'm Mirage.
Hey, what's
I
his
do
name?
what my name is.
Look, man.
That's Blaster. Guess what he does?
He blasts.
He blasts.
What a sound wave, dude.
He shoots sound waves. What do you think?
Star Screamer. He screams at the star.
You just see him and he's like, Milky Way.
Like, okay.
Look, that's Bumblebee. Guess what he does?
Buzz.
Gotta sip. I'm eating this Reaper jerky and it's like burning my mouth now.
Oh my God.
It's a sneaky.
It's, when
So-
you keep eating it, it's good, but I'm like, ugh.
So I didn't know that was Mirage, but I mentioned to you guys that Mirage was one of the Transformers I had as a kid, but back when he was a Kia Solstice. No, was he a Kia Solstice?
I don't remember.
Or was that someone else? I think that
That
might
was
have been the
someone
first.
Let's just say it was.
Wait, are you talking about Jazz?
That
The
was
first one?
Jazz. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was Jazz.
That was the
Rest in
biggest
peace.
complaint in the first one is that Jazz wasn't, or Jazz
dies.
dies, but then also it wasn't Mirage because people wanted Mirage apparently.
Yeah. Well, Jazz dies in such a dumb way too.
Why is this Megatron going like, ugh?
It's like, wow, okay, dude, thanks.
Also, I don't understand why they just didn't put his legs back together.
Right?
Because how do
Well, I
you
mean,
put it
okay,
if
okay,
a
but
human being gets
Bumblebee-
ripped
no, but yeah,
off?
Bumblebee lost his leg and like,
And he was fine.
yeah. And he talked. He's like, I want to stay with the boy.
He's like, the boy is mine. I want the boy.
Is Bumblebee actually pretty good?
The boy seems nice.
The boy is
Is
mine.
Bumblebee good or not?
Yeah, it is actually. It's
Is it a
actually really
prequel
good.
or a sequel?
It's a prequel.
So then where does this take place? After the last
In
night?
between.
I think so. It seems like they're not really acknowledging Michael Bay's Transformers
That's interesting.
because in this one
Put your mic away, Nick.
he's making
Push it away.
he's making
Stop.
he's making what is it the Transformers in their original G1 models. Like Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime looks more OG,
More, yeah.
and so does Bumblebee.
Instead of his slick the last night one.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Yeah, that one's pretty.
with all
that
the
was-
flames and everything.
Hey, don't diss the flames.
Yeah, I'll diss the flame.
But
Don't
diss
diss
the
the
flames.
flames, all right?
I'm gonna put flames on your car.
Guardians 3, I think, had us already hooked by the first trailer that came out.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Even if I didn't see a trailer, I was watching that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
It's James Gunn.
I kind of want at one point for like a movie to not have a trailer and just go in blind.
No, never gonna happen.
I know.
You know what movie I was really hoping that was gonna get a trailer? This one,
What?
Cocaine Bear.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
I really.
You
wish-
really think Cocaine Bear is going to spend like $15 million for a trailer spot?
Yeah, man.
It's like,
Because
can you
nobody.
imagine at the
Do you know
beginning-
how many people were drunk today, and then would have seen the trailer for
Dude, I
Cocaine
want to watch
Bear?
a bear on drugs. What?
They're all like,
Dude,
what?
you don't think people?
Oh,
you,
Shaw.
don't think that teenagers
It's
and
a bear.
you don't think people who never heard of that movie were gonna see it and go,
That's true.
yeah, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna watch that movie.
Because
That
this
movie's
is where you have the most eyes.
That's,
during
you have the
That's
most
true.
eyes. Not only that, but also it's perfectly within your demographic.
So we got to watch Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, of course.
I know it's not a trailer, but we're going to go watch it. You want to watch it too?
Oh man.
all
Okay, we
about-
should plan it now then after this recording. Because tickets going already on sale for that.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Sean wants to go watch it too.
All right.
So I think it's the Violent Night Party.
probably.
basically it's a violent night party.
Yeah. You want to watch Cocaine Bear?
Manny wants to watch Cocaine Bear. Actually,
Everybody wants
too.
to watch Cocaine Bear. It's like watching Violent Night.
Guess who directed it?
Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, guess who directed
Just cocaine. Look,
Is it someone I know?
it? It's someone you would least expect to direct.
What's his name from
It's not a guy.
it's
It's not a guy.
It's not a guy.
Who did it?
Patty Jenkins.
Who directed Pitch Perfect?
Oh,
really?
Pitch Perfect 2?
And Pitch Perfect 2.
What's her name?
And she was also in those movies.
Oh my god.
Not Anna Kendrick.
She was also
No.
Look, I only cared about Anna
Banks?
Kendrick.
yes.
It is Elizabeth
She
Banks.
really?
She directed Cocaine Bear. Pull up a photo of Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Banks is.
I'm assuming that it's Elizabeth Banks on cocaine who wrote this.
Is she in the movie too?
No, I don't think she's in the movie.
Go to Wikipedia's page.
All right, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's
Oh,
IMDb.
sorry. I just clicked on it. Hold on. Direct. Yeah! Holy crap!
Directed by
Elizabeth Banks.
Pull her up real quick.
Oh yeah, once you see her, watch you. Her.
She directed Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
she's
sold.
from Hunger Games. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already sold. I'm watching
All
this
right,
movie.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
I'm
that.
watching this movie.
She's a good director, except for Charlie's Angels. But still, I mean, like.
You know what? Honestly, Charlie's Angels wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Nah, she got too preachy about her own
Wait,
movie. That's
Charlie's
true.
Angel, which ones?
The new
new
one
one.
with Kristen Stewart.
Oh no.
Yeah, see.
I thought we were talking about the Power Rangers Charlie's
You
Angels.
just don't like women.
What?
That's why. That's why you don't
Get
like
out.
Charlie's Angels.
Get out.
You get
Get
out.
Get out.
You.
You crossed the line.
You're not an ally.
That's the guy that bought Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm so an ally.
Ally.
If we have nothing to fight, then what are we allied for?
So,
I'm keeping our enemy alive.
other than that, the big trailer, I think that kind of we were waiting for this was the Flash, right? Now,
Yeah.
let's do.
I was, you know what? I was waiting on new footage.
There was a lot in
There was a lot.
There's a good amount of footage that we got a vibe of what the movie is.
Now,
That's the
here's
thing.
my problem with this trailer.
Mhm.
Okay, the trailer looks good.
Was it Michael Keaton?
No,
Is it-
he looks, dude. He still sounds great.
Yeah, he does actually.
He
still
sounds
sounds
and
great.
looks amazing in the suit.
Yeah.
I love the little
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh, we knew that was the line that I was
I
going
know,
to say.
but I love how you went and I'm like,
I did think it was interesting that they just did the same thing that they did with Ben Affleck for the CG,
Mhm.
where it's just a CG Batman that's just doing all of these acrobatic
Oh,
moves
yeah,
and just
yeah.
shooting him up in
So
the air.
the easiest way to explain this trailer, or what the story seems to be,
Mhm.
it's basically Flashpoint,
Yes.
but instead of Thomas Wayne, we get Michael Keaton
Yes.
Batman,
Yes.
And then
and
we
instead of
get-
Superman, we get Supergirl.
In which I'm okay.
and I think instead of Aquaman and Wonder Woman, we get Zod. coming
So
down and
instead
threatening
of
the
the
world,
Atlanteans versus the Amazonians,
Uh-huh.
it's Zod.
it's Zod.
Zod still comes to Earth because there's nothing that stops him from coming to Earth.
Yeah,
From that, Zod comes to Earth and no one is here to protect it.
and he has his world bender
He has
machine.
the world builder.
And instead of not Reverse Flash, what's his name?
It's called the Dark
yeah,
Flash.
the Dark
or the
Flash.
Black
No,
Flash.
What the
or the Black Racer. I think that was
No,
called.
it's called the Black Flash.
Oh, it's
what's
Black
in Flashpoint? Who did he fight? It wasn't Reverse.
Ebarthon?
Eobard Thawne. Professor Zoom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah. So they're doing a couple switches, but it looks interesting. It
That's
looks
the thing. I'm not like saying, "Oh, this movie's gonna be terrible." This movie looks pretty good. They did a good job of making a Flashpoint movie of what they had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that's my problem. Is that it looks good, but there's a lot of talk online, specifically from James Gunn,
Yeah.
where he's like, best superhero movie I've ever seen.
Now, that's the thing. Going that far, I think he could say this is a really good movie. But saying it's the best superhero movie ever, I think he
So-
has to overcompensate that because Ezra Miller is the star.
So we're gonna ignore Guardians 1 and 2. We're gonna ignore the Suicide Squad.
Well, yeah, because he's not currently getting paid from Marvel.
I mean, yeah, but still, it's like, but you can't. But that's
Those
a
checks
big,
already cleared.
Yeah.
But here's the problem: you're ruining your reputation if it's not.
You know what? But here's the thing.
You
though,
could,
from what
excuse me.
Here's my thing. I do think that it's a good movie.
I
From
think
what I'm
it's-
seeing,
you know,
I'm
yeah.
not seeing anything where I'm like, wow, that looks
Complete
weird.
180
Mhm.
from last year.
Yeah,
When
because
we were saying that this is going to be a train wreck of a movie.
Well, they also, I think Warner
I still
Brothers.
don't like the suit.
I know.
I don't like
the
his
Flash
bobble.
suit?
I don't like his bobblehead suit.
I like the ring that he has.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
No, that's cool.
The
but-
Flash ring is cool, but
I-
I don't like his bobblehead suit. The
I
one where
don't
it's just
like-
his giant.
Yeah.
It's the big like wraparound
Yeah.
head.
Well, I don't like
I don't
that
like that.
it's heavy on the CGI. You could tell. His suit
it's
is
a
very
Warner
CGI.
Brothers movie.
Yeah, but
So-
it's like you would think they would learn their lesson from Green Lantern. but they're not. So I'm a little hesitant on how
Well,
Barry looks when he's running around, moving fast and stuff.
It looks like it's an actual suit. They just modified it with CGI.
They polished it. Yeah.
they
I think
polished
that
it with
a
CGI.
lot of the scenes that are going to feature Batman in it are not going to be CG. I think you're trying to go as practical as possible.
Yeah,
Except for that one scene in
that
the
fight
trailer.
scene, yeah, where he's like taking on goons, flying around, flipping.
What are you talking about? Keaton's still young.
I'm okay. I actually would be okay if this is a version of Thomas Wayne.
That's the thing, and
because
there's
no guarantee. Because there is no guarantee that this is a Bruce Wayne from the '89. Like we're all just going, oh, it's '89 Superman. I mean, Batman.
Well, this is a world with no metahumans, right? So did Michael Keaton's Batman have references to other superheroes?
Yeah.
Like who?
I mean, technically, they're all connected.
They alluded.
They alluded to Superman because they go because in Clooney's they go, this is why Superman works alone.
Okay, but you can see it could be separated, even if it's alluded that they're all connected.
Well, the thing is that Barry goes back in time, saves his mom, and then creates this universe. So I don't know if it's a universe.
Not only that, but also in the Schumacher one, they show all of the equipment from the past Batman movies. They go, oh yeah, these people are in Arkham. Either they're in Arkham or they're dead.
They could do it where Michael Keaton, like you said, could play a Thomas Wayne.
Because I think that's
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that too.
Here's my thing though, is that if we just go, oh yeah, it's Keaton and he's another Batman, you don't get that emotional moment with Ben Affleck when he gets back.
Yes.
Of giving him a letter from his dad.
I think that's long gone with Batfleck. Because Batfleck isn't necessarily like mourning his parents' loss that Bruce Wayne in the Flashpoint.
No, but the thing is that Flashpoint Bruce isn't mourning his parents anymore. He's just Batman.
He's not mourning, but he still has that reminder. Remember the gun in the vase or the gun in the display?
Yeah, but we got to also think too is that this is supposed to reset the DCU. So we are getting a new Batman and then we're getting a new Superman.
I don't know. I don't know. In all fairness, the reshoots could have been, we have already cast a Batman for this Batman and Damian Wayne movie. We've already done all these other things. We're literally at the end of Flash. We're going to show him. And it's going to be a totally different Batman. The reason why I'm saying it's a nice little send-off for Ben Affleck is because it's so interesting it's so great and so emotional when Batman gets the letter from his dad saying, I understand what you did. I am so proud of you and person that you became.
I've never shown you Flashpoint, huh?
Can you look up the letter for me real quick? Flashpoint letter.
I didn't show you the full movie. I thought we watched it. Maybe because you felt bad when. Oh no, we did watch it. Yeah, because remember that scene? I remember now because she got all emotional at the end when Bruce gets the letter,
and he's like, "You're one hell of a messenger, Barry."
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You have that great moment with Batman, and it's not that he's mourning his parents or anything like that. It's a letter that he's always wondered. He's always wondered whether or not his parents would understand or even appreciate the fact that he became the Dark Knight.
What are you reading?
That's the letter from the comic.
Yeah.
This is hold on. Trying to find a better one.
What are you looking at the letter?
Well, because
just to see what it said.
Because if I remember correctly, from what I read, it was, I really appreciate like all the things that you've done, you're
the man that you've grown up to be and everything.
The man you've grown up to be. I'm so proud of, and keep fighting the good fight, basically, and always be a better man than I ever could. And you're a better man than I ever could be. And that's what really brings a tear to Bruce's eyes, just because he has the validation from his parents. He has that validation that he never got. And it kind of gives him closure to their death.
So with that much talk about this, that significant part, right? Because that is the heart-wrenching moment of the Flashpoint.
Yeah.
If they don't include that part in there, does that make the movie less palatable?
No, because if you've gone through this many hoops to get Batman, like to have a Batman in the very beginning, and then having a Batman and then having another Batman in this other universe, why not already take the extra step and go, this is already set up, just make it a thing. It's already set up for you. It's literally laid up for you. Just do it. But if it's another Bruce Wayne talking to it's another Bruce Wayne that Barry meets, that's cool too. You just don't. It's not. It doesn't
get
lead
the same sentiment.
Yeah.
It doesn't lead to that as powerful of a situation.
What would it be interesting is if it's a Bruce Wayne talking to a Bruce Wayne, just kind of like passing that torch along. Like maybe Batflick will probably like write a letter to the next Batman or something like that. Or
well, that's the thing though. Is
like
that,
a passing of the torch kind of thing.
I mean, in reality, they're probably only like 10 years older than each other.
Something. I don't know.
So I mean, it's really hard.
I think James Gunn said that in the Superman movie that he's doing, he's going to be like in his 20s.
Yes.
And then the Batman of that, because superheroes are going to be already established when Superman comes about.
Yes.
He says that. So Bruce Wayne, it only makes sense Bruce Wayne's going to be a little bit older.
He'll be in his 30s.
Superman, yeah. Because also you're going to have him have
he has the Bat
Damian.
family.
Yeah, he's going to have the Bat family. So he's going to be like in his late 30s, mid 30s at some point.
Because he starts when he's like, what, 20, 25?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So,
That's the movie I'm excited for.
Yeah.
If they do tease the next casting of superheroes in the Flashpoint, I'd be very excited for it because out of everything that was announced last week, I know you guys talked about in issue 134.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everything that was announced there, Batman Brave and the Bold is probably my favorite out of that lineup because I think you mentioned it. You don't like Damian Wayne as a Robin. You're not a big fan of it, but I love that relationship between Batman and Damian, even though the stories haven't correlated well. Yeah, I feel like that Damian Batman relationship is just interesting for development purposes. Yeah, because it's the first time that Batman is stuck in a position where he has to take a kid on because they're related. Exactly, they're a son, but this kid is a killer. This kid only knows the way
trained to kill.
Yeah, so it's interesting. If they introduce that cast, I'm for it.
I think what I want out of the Flash movie is them to confirm either they're going to continue on with Ezra or not. So either you keep Ezra as Flash at the end of the movie, or you just recast him at the end of it.
They could leave it open.
Yeah.
They could leave it open because you could theoretically say that the Flash kind of like has opened up the Speed Force and allowed these universes to exist. Like they can New 52 it. Yeah. Right? Because at the end of Flashpoint, it's not like the universe stopped and now the New 52 started. Yeah. The universe is...
Well, it goes along the lines of time traveling too. The laws of time traveling is that when you, quote unquote, undo something you did already, you're not going to get the exact same result as it was before.
Then it starts a ripple effect. That's what they did in the Flashpoint movie. I mean, inside of Flashpoint, where you made this one very small change. It's the smallest change.
You saved your mom.
You saved your mom. So that means
and you turned gay. That's what happens in the Flashpoint in the animated one, right?
No.
Yes, Barry Allen is gay in the animated.
He's just a mama's boy.
No.
Is he gay in the comics?
Yeah, not in the comics, in the animated movie.
No, but in the
I'm telling you right now,
in the animated movie, the mom confronts him about being gay.
There it is.
Okay, she confronts
But that's only
him.
because she's only seen what she observes, which is he's entitled to his work. He's always constantly.
No, I thought it was because he was.
No, it's because she's.
I gotta watch that movie again because I swear that it was like,
he's not gay in it.
He's not gay,
but he's
no, he's not. Yeah. Stop.
That's
so much for being an ally, dude.
No, it's
so not you. You're fine.
Okay.
Nick over here.
He's the one fighting too. Why is he an ally? Why is he still an ally?
Renee. He doesn't get the bad end of the stick.
Why is he still an ally? What?
I am an ally. My girlfriend.
Did he buy Hogwarts Legacy?
No.
He wants to.
Financially, I can't.
Exactly.
That's not fair. The intent was there.
Financially, realistically, financially, I can't. Like,
if you had $70 right now,
I would get Resident Evil first. Though.
There you go.
If you already had Resident Evil.
Nah, I still wouldn't get it. I would wait until it's cheaper. It's cheaper.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyways,
it reduces down to $30. That's like my limit. Like, Hogwarts Legacy is $30. Okay. I'm assuming that J.K. Rowling's gonna get like.
Oh my God!
We're
back to the Flashpoint.
Okay. So
saves his mom.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what happens here.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I noticed that this is going to be a season of moms. Because Dom's mom's in the movie.
Yeah.
Then Barry's mom's in the movie.
Yeah.
And then she dies again.
And I think there's
going to be a Barry has to kill her. It's going to be so messed up when Barry has to stop himself from saving his mom.
And then he turns into Reverse Flash. Yeah. I wonder why they don't do Reverse Flash. Is it because he's
Probably
already been
too big
featured
of a
on the
villain.
show?
So here's my thing. So apparently Black Flash is supposed to be an amalgamation of Zoom and Savitar.
Oh, really?
So I'm pretty sure he's an evil Barry.
I see. I don't want. That's too many berries in one movie.
I'm pretty sure he's evil Barry.
Barry
I
what?
can
That's-
understand.
That's what happens with Savitar.
So I can understand that Barry.
Spoiler if you haven't seen The Flash.
Ooh, big spoiler there.
Hey man, I'm catching up.
But that's the thing is like I can understand doing a movie where it's like, okay, Barry meets another Barry, but he doesn't have meta powers because he's gotten rid of a world that doesn't have meta
I
powers.
don't want to say that joke anymore. Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
We're gonna say.
No, it's because then Nick's gonna come up to me and be like, "Who did it? I'm gonna be Nick, and I'm doing a little weird comeback to make you look dumb on the show." I'm done. Go on. Sorry, I said the joke in my head.
Okay, whatever.
It's for me to know and for no one to find out.
You'll tell us after the show.
I will
guys
tell you
do-
after the show.
And then you have an evil Barry, and I'm like, why don't you just do Reverse
Barry-
Flash at
so
that
it's,
point?
It's Barry versus Barry versus. The
Yeah,
reason
it's
why you
Barry
can't-
teaming up with Barry versus Barry.
Because here's the problem:
Yeah.
when you
The Barry was you all
how
along.
do I do a Reverse Flash story that is better than the CW version of Reverse Flash?
Any story you can come up with in the CW.
No,
I feel like
but-
anyone could.
hold
do
on,
that.
but how do I do it so that way it's
How do you separate it
how do
so
I
that it's not the
separate it so
Flash
that way
show?
so that way I don't have people online saying the show did it better than the actual movie.
Not
They
only
do it
that,
better
but
than
you have
the
to
movie.
think
They do
about
it better
like
than the show.
you have to think about how this movie is supposedly not going to be comparable to the show because you do have those group of people,
But
right?
the show's not good. Though.
It doesn't matter. You have that group of people that will still watch or are coming from the show, right?
There's people that still watch the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one right here.
Oh yeah, sorry, but
Hold on. First season. Hold on. You have to admit the first season of the Flash.
yeah, it was good.
is pretty solid.
So was the second,
Yes,
So it's
second one
second.
was
and
good.
so was the third.
No, it wasn't.
It's okay.
Nah,
Okay, it
it was a rehash.
It was going down.
Rehash of a villain.
At a certain point, it was just speedsters.
New speedster villain.
Yeah, you know,
this
they're
one,
faster.
they're doing Red Death, and they're not even
Hey,
doing a good job.
It's interesting.
You don't know that yet.
I do know that.
It's only one episode. You don't know. You don't know.
So
Did you watch it?
I don't need.
There
to
you
watch
go.
It.
So
See? Knew it.
to transition into our last topic, it's a
Yeah.
little smaller, right?
It's not that small.
It's pretty small.
Pretty average.
It's all right.
sizable.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with average news, okay?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gets
yeah.
the job done.
I was definitely there. I was definitely there.
So James Gunn's been talking a lot about the Flash. It's gotten us pretty excited for it, and I think it's gotten a lot of people excited for it, right? Because there's a lot of separation of these properties that they're trying to do. This is going to be the turning point for it. James Gunn has successfully, okay? And if anyone tells me otherwise, okay, pat yourself on the back. Congrats. You
Otherwise.
think you're special. You're not. James Gunn has successfully brought in a resurgence for DC Comics interest,
Yeah.
I think.
It always
Personally.
happens when they do a movie announcement, though. That's the thing.
But James Gunn has done it in a way where it's more publicly, like it's more, he's advertised it more, if you know what I mean, right? Because think of it this way. You, working at the comic book store here at Understood Comics in Uptown Whittier,
Yes.
right? Whenever a movie or TV show comes out from Marvel, how fast do you sell of those comic books?
So fast because these people are like, oh, I want to see like Kang. I want to read about Kang.
Buying it up.
Is there anything that has to do with the Quantum Mania? No, it's its own thing, people.
Look at you. But you have those things,
If
right?
anything, you have to read Fantastic Four.
You have those
Yeah.
things. But here's what James Gunn is doing differently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's bringing back that public interest of, hey, these comic books are where we're grabbing our stories from
Yeah.
to bring it over to this. It's something that Marvel hasn't done in almost a decade at this point. A lot of these stories are kind of like new stories that don't really bring anything from the comic books into this place. James Gunn has said, look, these are massive worlds we're trying to build. These are expansive stories that are going to be going into the TV shows, the movies, and even the video games.
Yes.
And the ideas that we're using come from these books.
Yep.
So go read them. That has brought in that interest. Reprints are coming out. We're bringing back the idea of, hey, maybe if you want to know more about the Flashpoint, read these ones. You're what to read.
Well, that was interesting. I noticed that at the very end of the spot today, that after the actual spot and or trailer ended, it literally goes, if you want to know more, read these 3 comics.
Yeah, which Marvel has not done in a very long time.
That's true. They do that usually when like after a movie comes out.
Yeah. So if anyone comes up to me and says like, well, you're wrong, DC Comics has always been interesting, it's always had it doesn't need a resurgence. No, it does, because go talk to an average moviegoer who watches these things, right? They're not picking up the comic books and going like, oh, well, yeah, I know that this is where this is coming from, and so on and so forth. The people that are picking up comic books nowadays are people that are interested in the stories that have been going on for the last couple of months to even the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Right. But now James Gunn is bringing back that interest of, hey, these comic books are comic books that have come out over the last couple of decades that we're using to make, Superman Legacy, Batman Brave and the Bold, the Booster Gold, or even the Blue Beetle movie that's going to be coming out soon. Right.
I do like the idea for Kara. I do like Kara. Like
For the Flash movie?
Like in general, just like
yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the new movie that she's doing?
Yeah.
So what, you have the article pulled up, right? The one with the what comic books have been selling a lot.
And these are true. Like I don't have these in the store at all right now. The one I have that I did have were these 2. I did have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow before the announcement.
By Tom King.
Yeah, by Tom King. And then I have All-Star Superman written by Grant Morrison. And now since the announcement, I don't have those in stock anymore. And then also it's Batman Grant Morrison's, which is okay. But and then you have the Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore and Warren Ellis, which that's going to be what the Swamp Thing movie is. And if we all know Alan Moore, he's going to be crazy about it. He's going to be like, oh, yeah, no, don't put my name on it. That's how he is.
I know.
Yeah. His long beard with the Unabomber looking dude.
There's a lot of hostility there.
Yeah,
No, I just don't like Alan Moore. Like,
when Alan Moore makes a snuff film, I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah.
What's the last one?
Or has
The
glimpses of your-
Authority.
Which is
Another series it's like kind of like Wildstorm. I think we talked about it on the last issue,
We did.
where it's like they are a group of superheroes, but they don't really necessarily have a set of rules.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of like Doom Patrol,
Mhm.
Yeah.
where it's a lot of like D-list heroes, but these guys have no rules.
So
They're not the Justice League.
do you guys follow James Gunn on any social media?
I just followed on Twitter.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't follow.
So have you noticed that he's been posting photos of like the comics he's been reading and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
He's
I think
posting like covers of like Superman action comics. And
he
stuff.
posted the Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Posted Swamp Thing art.
Oh, there it is. There they are.
Is that from the Absolute Swamp Thing?
Yeah. By
Yeah.
Alan Moore. Yeah.
Yeah, he's posting where they're getting their ideas from.
Which is great.
It's smart. You're helping out your company,
Yeah.
that you're working for. So, and then have All-Star Superman. They have Authority, and this is the Grant Morrison
Batman by Grant Morrison.
Mhm.
Look, I like James Gunn's approach to this entire thing because when was the last time we talked about comic books here on this podcast?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
been
And
a while.
actually, it's funny. I had a lot of people requesting that we read certain comic books and talk about it on the show.
You know what?
I'll talk to you
Actually,
later about it.
Okay.
it was actually last issue because we were talking about comic books last issue.
Okay.
When we were going over the because we went, in case you haven't seen it, go to issue 134 because we went through all of James Gunn's announcements and we went through what comic books it was from and who the people are and everything else. So go check that episode out.
Great episode. I am about halfway through it.
Such a great episode, you couldn't even finish it.
No, it's because I don't do long drives anymore, dude. All right.
You had-
Also,
you had
listen,
long
I edited
drives.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to
Huh?
work at Disney, I'd drive all over the place, so I'd like actually listen to the stuff. So
Mhm.
but you guys are right in that sense, right? Like, yeah,
The thing is, for me personally, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm so jaded that I get super annoyed. Just people coming in and be like, "Oh, do you have a Supergirl World of Tomorrow?" I'm like, no.
You get annoyed because like these things have existed for so long.
And I just get like casual people, the basic people coming in, and they're just like, they're like, "Oh yeah, do you have Spawn?" And I'm like,
What spawn? By who?
oh,
What arc?
yeah.
Oh my god, I think I've mentioned this before in previous issues.
Just walk over
But
there,
like
grab an omnibus and walk out.
No, but they don't want that. They want the single issues, and they want to start from issue 1.
listen.
That started in
Listen.
1994.
Annie and I have had conversations where she has talked to me about these things, right? Now she's smart enough that she knows what questions to ask when it comes down to comic book
Well, it's
stores.
because you yell at her.
No, I just stop, dude. Okay, it's like whenever you talk about like, oh, where does this come from? All these things. She knows what questions to ask.
Yeah, because then
She knows that the authors matter now. She knows that the arcs sometimes don't connect with one another. She knows that they can be one-off. She knows that maybe it's like an ongoing story that exists now.
Yeah.
This has been 9 years.
9 years in the making.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, I mean, every single time she asked you a bad question, you were like, "Boo,
Yeah.
boo!"
No,
You asked me bad questions.
But I'd be like Rene in that sense, where it's like, why are you asking me these questions?
I get people coming in, and I'm
How
such
dare
an
you
ass.
take an interest in the things I'm interested in? How dare you?
No, it's so funny because I'll get people coming in and they'll just grab a random book, and I don't read everything in the store, mind you that.
They're
I
like,
don't
"What's
read
this?"
everything. So then they go, "What's this?" I go, "That's a comic book." And they're like,
No, you don't.
"Yeah, I do. I've done that so
Oh
many
my
times."
God.
And they go, "No, but like, what's it about?" "Oh, I'm not reading that." I'm just like, yeah.
There's also a back page. If there's a back cover. It tells you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It gives you a synopsis.
There's also a phone in your hand. That you can easily do it. That's the
Well,
thing.
people forget that
This is why
like
comic book stores are dying, Renee. You're the reason
you're not
why.
helping the cause.
You're not helping the cause, Renee.
No, look, Rene and Undercity is a great establishment. It's fine. It's just that I completely get it because like you do have, again, if you're learning, that's great. Learn.
Yeah.
But there's a thing called the internet. Okay. We don't have like 2 hours of our day to go through the entire comic book history of stuff.
I get annoyed when people expect me to know everything.
You're the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Hey,
supposed to,
remember
like,
when we
just-
used to get bullied in high school for being
Yeah.
the encyclopedia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden you guys need us, huh?
I was never bullied in high school.
Shut
Really?
up. Oh, you went to an all boys school. That's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you're
was the
wrong.
bullier.
I was the bully.
Mhm.
No, but I get you because like at work sometimes I'll get people who ask me, it's like, oh, what's this, what's that, and all this and stuff.
Yeah.
And they have to go through an entire history and they're like, oh, I already lost interest. Then why do you ask?
Yeah.
Then why do you ask? What do you think this is?
Yeah.
You think it's like a TV show?
No,
It's not.
I do think it's a store though. When I'm asking for a good, and I would like
Well,
it.
then, like, there's certain questions you gotta ask.
Mhm.
There's certain things.
I didn't know that there was. I didn't know there was like.
Don't act like this
intro
because I've
curriculum.
asked you questions before, and you give me snarky ass remarks too.
Yeah, because it's you.
You think
It's
No,
you.
but like that's the thing is like a lot of stuff. When people ask about, I'm assuming when people want to get into anime, they go to you.
Yeah, like the
initially.
weeb you are.
Yeah. Or manga or Star
It's
Wars.
manga. No,
Manga, you know.
It's a manga.
It's a
Mangoes.
manga.
Mangoes.
Jump on manga.
You want to talk about Power Rangers? Talk to me.
No, I would talk to
I'll
you.
go to you.
Shut
for
your
Star
mouth. You
Trek.
still talk to me anyways.
I would talk to you. I talk to you in the fact if I have no one else to talk to.
That is.
You are the
That's
bottom tier list.
You're my bottom.
Yeah.
I don't even call you. I don't text you. Nothing.
You're my bottom B.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You're definitely my power bottom.
You're my
This is
just,
the man that said he missed me. Shut your mouth, dude. You missed me. I know you did. I listened to the podcast beforehand. You're sad I wasn't back for the last like month.
no, you weren't.
You said it first, not Rene.
Who did?
Like how that took a toll on him.
Yeah.
Nick said he missed me, but
Yeah,
not Renee.
Nick said, yeah. Rene didn't. I know Rene misses me, except he's not a baby about it.
Did I say it?
Yes, you
I
did.
don't- what issue number?
I think it was like 132.
We have to go back.
He
and
was when
listen to
what's his name? Was the guest in the
that. Oh, Lucas.
Lucas? Oh no, 132 was Lucas because I wasn't here for the first one.
Yeah.
It was the third one, 133.
I was growing pains. It's kind of like when
I was gone for one more week. Over.
He couldn't handle it.
He wouldn't have handled it.
No,
Panicking.
it would have been like when you have a habit. It's done. I would have forgotten who he was.
Yeah.
I would have forgotten who he was. I would have thought he was a
Oh, it
myth.
was third person. Oh.
Yeah, he's an
I
AI.
didn't know.
He's an AI.
Shut your mouth.
He's
Dude.
like
You
Miguel.
missed me.
He's like Miguel. No one missed you.
We got to wrap up this issue.
Yeah, we do.
All right, guys. Thank you so much thank you so much
Wait,
for joining us.
is that it?
That's
That's
it.
it.
That was
That's it. That's
I just want to clarify: is that it?
I think that's it.
Is it?
That's it. We're at an hour 30.
Yeah.
We've done our conversations.
Yeah.
What more do you want? What more
Sure.
do you want? What am I missing?
Yeah, no.
It feels
we're
like
done.
I don't know why. It feels like we're missing something.
No, we're done.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
What do you know that I don't know?
We're done.
We did the Flash trailer.
We skipped out on the last one.
Oh, I see what you're. Wait, did we really go into discussion about the Fast X movie? Did we really go into full discussion?
What is there to talk about? I like it. I'm excited for it. You guys don't want to talk about it. It's fine. No one cares.
I like how immediately you're just.
Well, because if I say I'm excited for it, Nick's just gonna go like,
you are excited for it, but you're already shutting it down.
Yeah, because I don't want my excitement to go. All right, I already have.
No one's trying to get rid of your excitement.
I already have.
You're not letting us say our opinions about it though, because it's it's negative.
Remember, it's your self-esteem.
I don't care. Fast X looks good. Shut your mouth. I know. I'm gonna hear from Andy when we get home. She's gonna be like, family barbecue.
I really, what I want to do, I swear to God, I want to get a picture of the guy from Bad Boys 2 and put a picture of Jason Momoa in Fast X and just go, same costume design. Like literally somebody went, you ever seen Bad Boys 2? Dressed Jason Momoa exactly the same
like
way.
the bad guy?
Like the bad guy.
I can't wait for this movie to come out in May and for it to be really good and Nick to just take it all back. Or you're going to play it out and be like, dude, this movie still sucks.
Dude, I want nothing more than a Fast and Furious movie to be good. Unfortunately, they're unable to do so.
In here, they're still good. In here.
All right, let's end this.
I'm not using it here, but
let's end this before you say something you'll regret.
Oh, now you want to end it.
Yeah, I get it.
We are reaching 135.
Fast 10 is good.
It looks good. It looks interesting. We'll see.
Shut your mouth. Not you. Nick. Shut up, dude.
He also didn't like it.
I wasn't
fine. Rene doesn't. I don't tell Rene to shut his mouth.
Yeah.
I always tell you to shut your mouth.
Yeah, my opinion's invalid in this conversation. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right?
Does it hurt more?
Listen,
I'm a quiet voice.
Listen,
so I have a question.
In Brian's eyes.
So I have a question. Does it hurt you more that he doesn't care? What
no,
you think?
because look, the audience loves
that
Rene.
hurt? Does that hurt?
Do you not realize that the audience loves Rene? If I were being mean to Rene, people would hate me even more. I don't want to be hated. Right now, I'm like at a C tier. Right? I'm a C tier. That's fine.
They don't like when you pick on me either.
Who? Yes, they do. Some people do.
No, they only like when we pick on you.
Yeah, that's true. But still,
people like when you push.
They like
when
the
he
banter.
pushes your button.
They miss this.
Yeah.
They miss this camaraderie that exists.
And there's a good issue of you coming back, and this is how the energy is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You want to fight?
No, I'm good.
Come on, let's get naked.
No.
Let's go.
Let's just lather each other up.
The best bit we've ever had was like, if you want to enter a fight, you just go in naked.
Yeah. That's still our best bit.
It was like a year and a half ago. All right, guys. Thank you. I'm trying to finish the show here. Nick.
Where can people find us, Brian?
People can find us at keepitupwiththenerds.com or our social medias at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
So mean.
If you guys want to follow us on YouTube, please do. Go subscribe. We have all issues up on there. If you guys are interested with their playlist, organized and everything, we have a bunch of projects in the works. So go subscribe. 142 subscribers. We want more. Let us know. Share us with everyone. Let them know what you're missing out. You know?
Show your grandma.
If you guys hadn't had a chance yet, check out our Valentine's Day episode.
Yes.
Yes, that's coming up pretty soon.
It should be
out, but
we'll see.
Given the complications of editing and stuff, could be an issue because I've had to manually sync everything, but I'm going to try my hardest. I'm also back in school, so that's a thing.
That's right.
Show this to your parents. Apparently, moms love me.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true. Which is weird.
I didn't
that's
know
very
that.
true.
It's a new fact.
Yeah. And if you guys want to listen to just the audio portions of it, go find us on wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. With that said, are we ready to wrap this issue up?
Wrap it up, Brian.
All right. This has been Keep It Up With The Nerds, issue number 135. My name is Brian.
Nick.
Rene.
Signing off from Undercity Comics. We'll see you all next time.